noisy.
Okay.
So we'll just wait here for this to go.
I am hoping that you could give me some help with my what is it? I've been there a dozen times. Goodreads, the author Goodreads. I'm so deep in the woods. I'm so tangled up with them that what I sent you was my password and
Oh,
author
okay.
name and password in case,
Okay.
because I do see that my book, God, I Want to Know You, is on there, and twice, once I filled out the entire first page and that was okayed, and then the profile and that was okayed, then everything disappeared, and I tried to do it again and it said there's already author Mary Alice has already said. I'm so deep in the woods.
Okay. No worries. That's perfectly fine.
I know you get that stuff.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we have to, take extra steps. So we'll see how that goes.
Look at how alert she is.
I don't know what she's
Look
looking
at
at.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
Hey,
So hello, everybody that's joining from YouTube. This is my weekly self-publishing Q&A. I'm April Cox. This is Lana, one of my newest grandbabies. And until she starts screeching, she'll be sitting on my lap just because I can't help but want to cuddle her all up. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and answer any questions that you have. You can feel free to join me.
Oh, yes. I was just going to say that.
You can join me live on my Zoom by going to aprilcox.com/Zoom, or you can post your question to YouTube. So Mary Alice's question was going to Goodreads and just taking a look at the setup there. Unfortunately, Mary Alice, my cell phone is dead, and I think you might have messaged me, you had texted me there. If you wouldn't mind putting your login information into the chat here on Zoom, that would be really helpful, because then I can use that.
As soon as I find the chat, I can do it. Oh, there. Chat is over here at this time. Okay, it is.
So you go ahead and put it there, and then I will go ahead and log in and pull things up. So, Renee says, what's the Zoom link? Let me do it again. It is aprilcox.com/Zoom. And that just redirects you to come and visit us here. It directs you to the right Zoom here. All right. So Goodreads, here we come. Let me just log in there and see if I can't get questions answered.
You know what tickles me? We do everything with babies on our hips, and now you're typing with one hand.
Yeah, no. Oh, it's funny. All right, so we're going to sign in. Let me enter this. And yeah, is that so?
Somebody else joined us.
All right, so we are going to continue.
The other person just says iPhone. We don't have a name.
Yeah. Hello, if you go ahead. Hi there. Who's that just joined us? All right.
This is Renee.
Hi, Renee. So nice to see you. Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you for giving that link thing again. I kind of thought I knew what it was, but I didn't get it right.
No worries. No worries at all. I think we might have to pass the baby because Nana needs 2 hands. Julie? Okay.
Isn't she alert?
She is
Those eyes are so beautiful.
such a cutie pie. Thank you.
Is that Grandpa?
That's Grandpa.
Hi, Grandpa.
There he is. All right, so let me get this.
I do have a question when you have a minute, April.
Sure thing. Mary Alice, when I'm looking at new to Goodreads, sign up, it's asking for like an email and you're giving me like a username.
Okay, well,
How are you typically, is that like?
and the email has to be exactly what is on my KDP. It is very easy. hello@maryaliceTheWriter.com.
Okay, so let me try that.
And I usually get in it's with the passcode.
Okay,
When-
yep, and I've got that you just
Mhm.
did for me, so thank you for that. It's not, it's.
Well,
not
I
gonna do it.
I typed in the chat the password that
Is that your Amazon password?
no, this is the password for
Goodreads.
Goodreads.
So when I go to Goodreads, I get this sign in and I get continue with Amazon, continue with Apple.
Okay,
sign
continue with
in with
Amazon.
email. And if I do sign in with email, then, so I'm just trying to figure out how you signed in order.
Oh, lordy, so am I.
Or, you know what you could do is just share your screen if that.
I'm
is-
not that, I've got so many messes of it, I don't know what to share.
Okay,
At one point, I did get the picture of the book that's on Amazon. And
Yeah.
like I said, I went through the first page and it accepted it. I did the profile and it accepted it. Then everything disappeared. When I try to get back on, it says this count is already set
yeah,
up.
it could just be that maybe, you just have to be able to sign in using the same information. And it's very confusing because they've got all these different ways to sign in. Which one did you actually use? Do you have your Goodreads account open on your computer right now?
No, I don't, because I had so many mixed messages that I thought starting from scratch would be easier.
Okay.
I'm
What I would,
deep in the woods with them.
what I would say is,
Okay, let me,
if you can get
um,
into that and just let me know when you have it, then
Okay.
I'm going to request support. So I will request, you'll grant me access and I can see what you're looking at on the screen.
okay, let me,
Might be helpful. And I'll give you a few minutes while I just ask Renee. Go ahead, Renee.
sure.
Give me
Okay,
your
let me look
question.
around.
Okay, no problem. How can I help you today, Renee?
So I published my book in the meantime, and my question is, I have entered the same keywords and categories, whatever those are, consistently with Amazon and with Ingram Spark.
Mhm.
And I have a Kindle, a hard copy, and a paperback on Amazon.
Okay.
And the Kindle is the only one that has the accurate information on it for under the product details. And then the hardcover is okay-ish, and then the paperback is so wrong. It says like lawyer and judge biographics. That is so not my key, either my keyword or my categories.
So where did you enter these and where are you looking at it? Where are you seeing the information being wrong?
If you as a customer, if you go on Amazon and you put in the book name and then look at the product details, that's where I see it.
Okay, what's the name of the book?
Living in Shitville.
Oh, that's right. I remember. uh, okay, let me go to Amazon.com and just share my screen here. Oh, excuse me. This one?
Yes.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. I really like the cover.
Yes.
Thank
Renee, I have a very special friend who had a brain injury, so I'm with you on this.
Thank you. Yes, it's a place that I'm really thankful that I'm not there anymore.
Right.
It's not it's not a good place to be.
Exactly. Okay, so when I'm looking at this, I see the description here, and this one is the Kindle. So this is the correct one, yes?
Yes.
Okay, now when we go to hardcover, first of all, it says $59.05. I assume that you didn't price your book at $59. Is that right? Or you did?
I had to on Ingram Spark because it's a 8.5 by 11 full color book.
Oh, and it's got lots of pages into it. Okay, I see.
Yes. So if you scroll down to like the product details a little lower down on the page.
So this is
There. If you go to the 3 different versions of the book, you will see that those categories are not the same.
yeah, so ebook categories are different than print book categories. And then if your hardcover is coming from Ingram Spark, or if you've got an Ingram Spark version that's kind of coming in, did you do your hardcover on Ingram or on Amazon?
On Ingram, Amazon does not have hardcover in that size. However, if you
Really? They don't
Yeah.
have 8.5 by 11 hardcover? I'm pretty sure
no, they
they
don't.
do. Okay.
Anyway, if you go to the paperback version of the book and you go and look at the product details,
Yeah.
you will see that it is way different than
Yeah,
the
so the differences are that when we use Amazon and their categorization system is very different. So if when we go to Ingram Spark, we choose BISAC codes, which are what the library uses, right? And then when it gets sent over to Amazon does some kind of crosswalk to get them to the right place. And it just uses a BISAC code and it says, okay, this is similar to, I think we'll plop it over here. The problem these days is that they don't allow you to change that.
The paperback book and the Kindle is from Amazon with the exact same information entered. And if you look at the paperback copy of the book of the product details, you will see that it says there lawyers and judge biographies. That is so not right.
Okay, so let's go in. So definitely ebook categories and paperback categories are different. But if you did not select lawyer and judge categories, you know, I guess there are some cases where Amazon decides to add you in additional categories, but you should still have the categories that you selected, the 3 categories. Part of the problem is that Amazon took away our ability to modify categories, to go to them with a question and say, hey, you put me in the wrong place. Can you move it? They don't even accept those help requests anymore. You might be able to try to get them to switch it going through chat or having somebody give you a call and say, I don't know why I'm in here. Can you just remove me? But they now say in their help that they won't accept those requests. So what I would recommend doing is updating your categories and just resubmitting them to see if you could get them to reset. Other than that, now, do you have the ability to share your screen so we could take a look at the categories that you selected?
Well, I'm on my phone right now, and then I'm on my iPad on the other to look at those screenshots that I'm talking about.
If you feel okay with sharing that login information directly with me, you can send it to me in the chat. Just choose me as the recipient, and then I can log in. I know we've done it together before, so
I
it's
know,
not
and
anything
let me
It's up
see if
to
I can
you.
figure out the password for that, because it's kind of like automatic on my
Yeah, I have
my
the same
on my
issue.
computer.
Yeah, that's okay.
Let me see
So
if what is that thing on the dashboard thing for Amazon? What's that called again?
kdp.amazon.com. You're gonna go there, and then it's the bookshelf. Yeah, so but the kdp.amazon.com is
Oh,
the access, and then you'll see, hopefully it'll show you the password that you need.
yeah, and I'm kind of a little under pressure here. My husband's gonna come home any second, and we're supposed to go to Home Depot.
That's
And go-
okay, no worries, no worries. If
I don't see the password here,
okay.
my iPad stuff. I may just have to drop by next week again.
Okay. Renee, what email do you use when you sign into Amazon? Because I'm wondering, maybe I even have it here. If I just have your email and I already have the password saved, then I can do okay.
It's not under my name, it's under the business name.
Right?
And I think that's why it's not saved on my iPad.
Okay. Well, like I said, if you want to send me the email address, I can give it a try. You want to send that in the chat.
M for Mark,
Okay.
READY 04 at yahoo.com.
Okay, let me see if I have that. Nope, not one that I have saved here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, it does kind of help what you said, but I will probably be back next week and this time of day and see if you can help me with that, because he sent them a message while I was gone on my road trip earlier this year, and they basically just said it was an Ingram Spark problem, and I was like, no, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you choose on Ingram Spark, it does, like I said, it does a crosswalk, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Because we're choosing BISAC codes, which are not exactly the same as Amazon categories, but it tries to match them the best it can.
Because when I entered the information on Ingram Spark, they ask you for the keywords, that 7 keyword option that you
Right.
have, exactly the same as Amazon. Exactly.
Yeah, the keywords don't matter. It's the categories. It's the BISAC codes that matter when it comes to setting up the categories.
Okay. All right. So since
I think if you're looking at Ingram, it shows, you know what I can do? I can go into Ingram and show you what I mean, where I mean. That way, at least you'll know where to look. So if I log in, let me see. Oh, come on. Let's just find an account. When you sign into Ingram and you're setting up your title. So here, oh, these are waiting approval. Okay. So we click here and just taking a look, I just want to show you where you'll see those subjects. They call them subjects. So over here, it says categories, but when you're initially setting it up, so these. So we picked the subjects here, which are, there's not going to be an exact same match on Amazon for a good percentage of these things. However, Amazon tries to do its very best to match them where they go. So finding subjects and let's just close this out for a second, and now I can add subject. So it comes up something like this. So if I want to search for a particular word, then sometimes it doesn't work every time, but this will help filter by what you're looking for. And in this case, we're looking for juvenile fiction, and let's see, family, holidays, and celebrations. So here we'll just go ahead and put that back. So you can only select 3 the same way that Amazon only allows you to select 3, but it's not, this is what's going to translate into how you have it on Amazon.
Okay.
So just need to make sure. And if one of these I think might be triggering it being put into law, I would remove that one and go find a better one that Amazon hopefully can match.
Okay. So since the paperback book is on IncomeSpark, that influences what shows up on Amazon in those
Yes, that's
whatever
right.
okay, well, thank you. That makes sense, and I kind of will try and figure that out, and then if I still have trouble next week, I'll probably have to ask for help again.
Okay, no worries, no problem. Have a
Well,
great holiday tomorrow. Take care.
Thank you. I'm gonna run off. I heard my husband just pull off, so
Okay,
have a great long weekend. I hope it's not too noisy.
thanks.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Teresa, hello, welcome. How are you?
Hello, my darling. I'm very excited.
I saw that you have a #1 bestseller in the midst here. And how are things going with that?
Oh, April, thank you so much. I'm just so excited. Yeah, last night, I haven't had much sleep. I was on Zoom with Lesty at till 1 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
Oh, I'm just so excited, honey. It's just amazing. Thank you to all of you guys for all your help and support to get me there. So, yeah, it ranked #1 in Australia, Canada, UK, and USA. So I'm just tickled pink.
International best-selling author.
Oh, so
Love it.
I know. I don't know what to do now. Do you get like is there a special thing, that badge or something you have to get from Amazon to then put on your books, or what's
No,
the goal?
they really don't do that, although I have seen a number of authors kind of create their own and then put it on the front cover of their book.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Wow,
there's nothing
cool.
saying you can't do that. They do tend to reject things like Amazon bestseller if it's in your description or in your A+ content. But
Right.
on the book cover, I think it's fine.
Okay.
And
I'll
if you
do
get
that.
any pushback, then you can always revisit whatever it is you've written, just so that it can be updated for and go through.
Yeah,
Hopefully
okay.
block what you're doing.
That's amazing. I've got to get reviews. I don't have any reviews. So I'm going to have to get into that now. I know that's all sort of back to front. This is actually my free lead magnet, but I decided I took your advice. Thank you so much. And I managed to get it on Amazon. Because I did the draft to digital and got them to match the price. So then they brought the price down for free, and I could put it on Amazon as well.
Good. Well, I'm not seeing you. I'd love to be able to bring you front so you can show us.
Okay. No. I have not had much sleep, so I'm looking feral. I'm so sorry.
Okay. I have a 3-month-old in the house, so I have issues too.
Oh, I have not had much sleep at all. It was on the American Amazon for 13 days, and last night 8 days with the UK, and I hadn't even checked it, isn't it? Because I thought, oh, it's just the free magnet thing, and we came home from my partner's 86th, his mother's 86th birthday, so it was a big day, and I thought I'll just check it out, and I'm like, oh, I nearly fell off my chair, and I thought to myself, no, I've got to get this confirmed with April, because maybe I'm reading this wrong. This can't be right. And and Leslie came back to me and she went, no, that's it. Start screenshotting that.
Wow, that's awesome.
So
And
I'm
if you would like to share and
Yes.
show others what, your book, tell a little bit about your book. Perhaps we can encourage some of those that are joining to go and grab it and give it a review, because
that would be really wonderful.
those reviews are like gold. We really need those. It is so good, especially for self-published authors. I usually recommend that until you get, at least 10 reviews, not to start advertising, because without that social proof, it's very hard to
Yes.
get traction with your
Yes.
ads. So why don't you share and show us and tell others about your books? Because I think that would be really wonderful.
Okay, I'll just try and get it up on Amazon. Is that where you want me to share it from there?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull it up on Amazon, and you can talk a little bit about your book.
That sounds wonderful. So I had a bit of a life-changing moment. I was in the corporate world for many, many years in the finance space and got into the remediation with the big Royal Commission and had a team of lots of people across the country and all this very serious stuff and trying to correct things and, very stressful life. Had a fabulous team though, but I met a beautiful man and he's a country fellow and he moved me out to the country. And I've been a city girl my whole life, very, very different. And when I came out here, I wasn't quite sure, what to expect. And, we wrapped up the project and everything in town and for the finance side of things. So I found myself, at 50, on a redundancy and moved out to the country. My whole life had changed. And I thought, what am I going to do? And I started writing children's books based on the animals that are here at our farm. And we have the peacock actually that lives, it's wild as, and we nicknamed him Pete. And he started hanging around the house quite a bit and interacting with my little white fluffy dog Louie and the 3 cats. And we've got Boris the bull in the backyard as well. And I'm just having coffee and watching these animals.
What's difference? You know what you need? You need to write a book about your experience of going from corporate to this farmland. I mean,
right.
It's such a culture shock, right?
It was such a culture shock. It's been the best thing in my entire life, though. I'm so de-stressed. I'm putting smiles on little kids' faces now with these books. And something that it was interesting. I was having a coffee with my partner and he said, you must have been really good at writing all the time, your whole life. And I said, well, actually, no. I was always a bit sconded, in the corporate world and had other people do stuff for me in writing and what have you. I'm trying to get this book up. Isn't it crazy? But and then I remembered.
Would you like me to pull up the Amazon? Would that be better? Would that be easier?
Thank you. I am struggling with this technology. I'm on my iPad. I'm sorry.
Okay. No worries. Pete, Pete the peacock.
I'm looking. It's Louie and the orphan peacock. Yes.
Louie.
Louie. The French way.
Orphan peacock.
Orphaned peacock. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen and then you can still talk about it.
It's wonderful. Thank you. So here he is. And I actually produced my first book just before Christmas. And I did that sort of, learning things, I suppose, on YouTube and what have you, and put this thing together, slapped it together and popped it up there. And it's nothing like what the books are now. This is the first one, which is I wrote a prequel because as I was sent, I sold the book to a girlfriend of mine's son who we went to law school together, and he lives in Canberra, which is a couple of states away. He was so excited about the book and I was really quite flabbergasted. I thought, oh, that's nice. But they were messaging me and taking photos, and he was so excited about this book that he wanted to take it to his school for show and tell. And so I thought, oh, I better give him some things for the kiddies to, you know, be excited about this book as well. I didn't want them to miss out on anything. So I sent Pete, I'm learning lots of things about peacocks. They actually molt their feathers once a year. They lose all their feathers. And it's very funny because when I first saw this, I thought Pete was sick, and he's a wild bird and he's got big thorns sort of thing on his legs. And I thought, this is going to be interesting. How am I going to get him in the car and get him to the vet and, you know, get him sorted? And then I thought I better Google it. And it turns out it's actually a natural thing. So just as well I didn't take him to the vets at the country here. They would have thought, oh, dumb city girl. So it was really quite amusing. I had all these beautiful feathers. So I sent these to Christian, who was down in Canberra, to take to school. And I thought, well, I better quickly write another book, a prequel, so that the kids know how Pete the Peacock got to the farm. So I made up this beautiful story, and I called it Louis and the Orphan Peacock. And this is the product of that. And thank you to you, April, and all of your team who really helped guide me and make it as good as it is. And I've done everything from woe to go. I've illustrated it myself. I've done the graphic design. I've done everything. My website building, which, as you know, has been a trial and tribulation in itself. Did all the A+ content here. And so hopefully that's looking good. I'm still on tenterhooks to hear your thoughts on this. So hopefully you're liking it. But it has actually been a huge endeavour, but an absolute labour of love. I'm so thrilled. And here I am now at 53, reinventing myself with a brand new career, and the kids seem to love it, and I am absolutely thrilled. And it's very Australian, as you can tell by my accent. I'm Australian, and the farm here and the animals are just so spectacular, and the countryside. Many of the visuals that are actually I've used in the illustrations, the backgrounds, have in fact been, I've taken them from photos of the landscape here and then illustrated them in behind characters and things. And yeah, so there's really a piece of home in these books, and I really do hope that everybody loves them. Every one of them I've put little barcodes in the back so that the illustrations that I've done can be printed for free as a colouring in book, so that the kids will have a bit of an interactive experience with them as well. And in the paperback and the hardback copies, so not in the electronic version, I needed to put extra pages and things in them for I went actually with a company called Book Vault. And I thought, well, how can I give these kids extra value? So in the paperback and hard copies, I've also got 4 pages of educational but fun educational material in this particular book is about peacocks and Australian peacocks. So kids will learn a little bit more about the animals within these books as well. And I'm planning on doing that now with the other 10 books that I'll be rolling out. I have actually written all the stories of all the books, but I'm yet to do all the illustrations and obviously, you know, the finer points of the manuscripts and getting them rolling. But this particular one is done and it is up. And the paperbacks will be coming on the 20th. They'll be actually out on the 20th. And the Pete's Outback Olympics is also going to be launched officially on the 20th. So launching now, but the release date will be the 20th of July.
You were going wide with this, and at the time Amazon had it for $2.99 and you wanted to do a promo. So just for those of you that may not even be aware of this, if your book is on other platforms like Apple Books, Google Books, other places like that, Kobo, and you have it in a promotion for free, even though you can't go in and make your KDP version $0 by yourself, you can open a ticket and ask them to match the price of the other sites. And all you have to do is give them links to the other ones. I'd say, you know, at least 2 that show that they're at $0. And if you say something to them in the nature of, this makes for a bad customer experience because they can get my books for free elsewhere, but Amazon, it's, $2.99 or whatever. That will, when you say something about something being a bad customer experience, it's like one of their top priorities is customer experience. So they will change it. Now, right now, what we're seeing is number one this is the free version right now. So because it's not being sold, it's being given away for free. You won't be a bestseller until you're selling the book. So you're number one in the free categories. So you're still number one, but it's not a bestseller until it's, I would put it up at 99 cents or something like that to try to get those downloads. But for everybody
is that even though, because I don't have this on a promo, I have this, it's because I don't have it on a promo, you're saying?
Well, it's perma free. So
right.
If it's not being sold for money, then they don't count it as a bestseller.
I see, right. Even though they'll be buying or on their Kindle, it'll be a purchase per se, but a free purchase on their Kindle, but no.
So it kind of is treated the same way as if you do a free ebook promo on Amazon, where it's $0. So they will put you in number one in free ebooks, but they won't give you a bestseller banner on Amazon unless it's for sale.
Okay. Are you able to just pop down the bottom, and because I just want you to have a look at something, and because I want to understand this piece. If you go further down the bottom, and
so number one.
Can you click on that blue link, please? Yeah. So when it says bestsellers in Australia's Children's Australia, and I've got the little badge thing, what's that mean?
Top 100 free.
Right.
We go to top 100 paid, which is where you get the bestseller. That's different.
Yes, it is. Even though it still says bestseller, though, in the heading.
Yeah, it's because it is a free book.
Right.
So you see how this one's got the bestseller on it?
Oh, I see. Right.
So in order to get that, what I would recommend is, even if you put it at like 29 cents or 99 cents, that being, getting those sales, even at a low price, will qualify you for the bestseller badge.
Okay, right.
So right now, if we go over to the other one here, top 100, and we look at this, and I know that's a pain, but you see how they're not showing the bestseller, because that's what we want for you. I'm all for doing free ebook promotions for visibility and things like that. But in order to get the bestseller ranking, you just need to do something, even if it's a penny.
Right.
That it's a sale. It's not for free.
Okay.
So I would definitely, blast out the information that it's free right now on promo, all of that, and go grab it for free, and please review it. And then tweak it so that then you add a price, even if it's a low price for that, then you start tallying sales that then count towards your bestseller ranking and getting that banner for yourself.
Right. Okay. Excellent. Thank you so much. Okay. So it's not that exciting.
I'm sorry to say that you still have a little bit of work to go, but the fact that it's so popular and it's hitting the top of the free charts means you're not far from getting it slid over to the paid charts as well.
Beautiful.
All right.
Thank you so much for your help. Yes. Wonderful.
Good. So yes, go grab it, guys. And definitely that will make one author very happy. I'm going to go ahead and copy and post the link to the listing, so that folks that are watching this on YouTube, and also for those here.
Oh, I've got no makeup on.
Yeah, I'm in my pajamas.
Me too. Me too. I've been up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I am just drooling over the scene behind you. Oh, to be near
Oh,
water and outdoors, that's
oh.
just
Yeah, that's
so lovely.
gorgeous.
How
Gorgeous.
are you? I haven't seen you for a while.
Keep breathing. That's the trick.
One
That's
day
it.
at a time, one day at a
Mhm.
time.
Thank you. It is beautiful here. It really is.
I took a photo of your information so I can go on and leave a review.
Oh, thank you so much. That means the world to me. That's beautiful. The other one, April, if you want to pop it up on Amazon there, it's available for pre-order, it should be. And it's going to be launched on the 20th of July, so a couple of weeks. So I'll be blasting that around as well if we can. It's
Sure, what's the name of it?
It's Pete's Outback Olympics.
Awesome. Love it. And you have the pre-order set at $2.99. May I just make a suggestion?
Yes.
So what I would typically do with pre-orders is I would get them down to 99 cents or $1.99 and try to drive people through so that you get as many purchases as possible, and set it up for purchase through, do some free ebook promos if you have to get visibility. But we also want people to purchase for pre-order. So do you have a launch team?
No.
Have you built a launch team yet, Teresa?
No, I haven't, April. I've been so busy trying to get this website and everything done. So no, I'm behind the 8 ball, unfortunately.
So yeah, because if you've got, a group, if you've got just a small group of people who love your books and want to be a part of your team launching, then you can kind of let them know what's coming, give it. Usually I set up the pre-orders without the interior file. And if you do that, if you don't put the interior file in yet, it doesn't up the price because of the size of the file. So you're able to go as low as 99 cents, which is what I always try to do with my ebooks and with the pre-order.
Well, that Pete's Outback Olympics doesn't have the internal files up there yet.
So you could very easily change it to 99 cents for your pre-order, just logging into KDP. And if you'd like to get the book up, we could very easily change that. The only thing that you have to do, if when you're on your pricing page, give you a choice between 35% or 70% for royalties.
Yes.
Choose 35. And then it'll let you go down to as little as 99 cents, which you won't make any money on, but it's all about in that first week or so of pre-order, just getting as many pre-orders as possible.
Yeah, I can't seem to get into it. It's only showing my other 2 books, which are live. On the bookshelf, it's there. I'm having a bit of trouble. It says pre-order.
Yeah, if you go,
right.
Is it locked already? Because sometimes they lock it at a certain point, so you can't go back in and modify it.
It might be.
Usually on the very first page at the top, they'll say this is locked until publishing.
It doesn't say locked. It just says pre-order live. It says view on Amazon, which we don't really want to do because we're trying to edit this, aren't we? It says edit ebook details, content, edit pricing. That would be the one, yes?
Yes, the pricing.
Okay, let's give that a go. Oh, April, you can't put this online. Look at me. I'm terrible. I'm not ready for being on YouTube. This is not a professional look right now.
You are gorgeous, just the way you are, my dear.
Okay, pricing, all territories, yes. Primary market. Okay, so we've got to click it to 35 and then just put 0.99. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, done.
And just republish.
Submit for pre-order. Yep. Okay, awesome. Right.
So
So-
now, instead of asking people to pay $2.99 for the book, they can grab it for 99 cents, give you a review, and especially those, don't forget, you've got a very close-knit author community that, you know, is there to help each other. Trading reviews is not a good idea. However, the supporting each other's launches and buying a book for 99 cents doesn't hurt anything, doesn't hurt anyone. You're not going to get in trouble for doing that. If you ask, you know, some of your author friends or your family, relatives, whatever, to go purchase the pre-order. You get in trouble when you start doing like swaps for reviews and things like that. So this 99-cent sales are tied to bestseller ranking. You can definitely get this book to a #1 new release, a bestseller, using a launch team. Build that launch team, get some commitments. You've got a great group, because when you went through my author group, you had at least probably 8 or 9, 10 people there, plus the extended family in my little Labradoodle publishing, the self-publishing Made Simple, right? So just publish it, post some inquiries there and say, hey, I'm in need of some people to agree to help me with my launch team. And what I always do is I encourage people who are just learning to go and serve on other people's launch team, because the same way as if you're ready to create a Kickstarter, you should go and back some Kickstarters, right? Learn how to do it, learn why to do it, and do it for someone else so that you can then do it for yourself when it's your turn. And believe me, there's going to be more people coming behind you that are going to be all about trying to figure it out for themselves. So they should follow you. And that's kind of what I try to do with my author community.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your help, April. It's been amazing.
Yeah, just got to remember that if we don't ask, sometimes people don't do it because they don't think of it. I always use this example that I have a number of authors who tag me in posts and stuff, and they're like, oh, I launched my book. And I'm like, oh, this is wonderful. I'm so proud of you. But if they said, just launched my book, please share. I automatically go, oh, of course I'll share. You know, like I don't think of it automatically by myself, but I will. So just don't be afraid to ask, because most people want to be there to help you and they just don't know what you need. So we just have to remind them. Okay.
Yeah, right.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
happy, by the way, send me the information about the book, send it to Naira, my assistant, and we'll throw it up into the my newsletter and also on my socials as well, so that we can get some more visibility for you.
Thank
All right.
you.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Right there.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. So Mary Alice, how are you?
I'm still here. If you look at my screen, I'll show you
Okay,
where
let
I
me,
get stuck over and over.
I'm going to bring you up, my darling. Let's go to share. I'm going to actually request.
Oh, I can share. Let me share my screen.
Oh, you
so
know how to? Okay. As long as you can share it, then
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to take a
but-
look.
Okay. Share screen. This should be it, but hold, share. Okay. So I have to move this guy up. He's sitting down too low. Okay.
Let
Or
me
maybe,
see.
can you see it?
Let me see. I'm trying to find you. And oh,
You know
there we go.
what?
I found you. I found you.
Okay.
Some
Now,
things
this
get
is
in the way.
the shtick that I get. See, I was able to add my picture. I got my first name, and then down here, all the rest of the stuff, I have filled it out 3 times. And when I get to the bottom, it says this account already exists, but I can't get to the existing account.
Okay, so click on home button for a second. And can you scroll all the way to the bottom, and there should be of this page. Let me see.
I'm down.
Author. So where it says work with us, and then it says authors on the right side underneath this.
Oh, okay. I'll move things over. Work with us. Authors.
Yeah.
Right.
go ahead and click on that for a second. So this is the Goodreads authors program. So you need, typically you need to claim your book. And you also have to have like an author account. So let's just look at this.
Sweetheart, the page that we just looked at, that was setting up my author account, that and the profile, I filled it out many times and it accepted it, but I can't get to where it exists.
Yeah, so there's two things that happen commonly, and I'm not sure if this is happening with you, but there are two different kinds of accounts. One is a reader account. And
I have that, but
Okay,
this is
so
the author.
Can you just scroll a little bit down because it says claim your profile today. I just want to see where, okay, so sign in, create an account, search for your book, scroll to the, is this you? Let us know. So if you can search, let's search over here. If you're saying that you claimed your book already, where it says,
I don't know if I claimed it, I set it up, but then
Okay.
I can't find it.
okay, so on where it says search books, can you put the name of your book in there?
Where does it say?
Right at the
Oh,
top.
search books,
search
yes.
bar. Yeah, so let's search for that. Goodreads. There you go.
At one, yes, see, I did
was
see
it?
that once upon a time.
Okay, so now let's click on it. And when we scroll where it says about the author, go down a little bit more. Normally under here, it'll say, is this you? And then you can claim it. So it does look like you have claimed the book, but go ahead and you can click on the details. Click on your author name and let's see if that's where you have to say, is this you? Yeah, here it is. Is this you? Let us know. So where it says, let us,
Okay.
so click on that.
I don't, oh yeah, this is me. Let
Yeah,
us
yeah,
know.
yeah. So
I'd
let's
be
go
happy to let
there.
you know.
Now you can fill it in and now you're claiming things. So you can, it tells you your author type, your email address. So you can stop sharing. Go ahead and fill out that information.
Okay, what
and you're
author type?
good to go.
Children's book? Is that what I would say?
Let's choose the drop down there and let's see what the choices are. Self-publisher, non-KDP, Kindle publishing.
I think it's this one.
Yeah, yep, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, your
There you go.
official author
So then
email.
this is a lot more of your additional things that you
Okay,
want to
that
put.
I can do. Link to your official author website. I'll just put in the address, your Kindle
Mhm.
Direct Publishing email address.
Mhm.
Do I know that?
This is publisher or agent address, a KDP email address. What's this? Publisher or agent email address. You don't have an agent or anything, right? So
No, but the Kindle Direct Publishing email address.
yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
have
the
to-
one you use when you log into KDP. That's all.
Okay, link to your
And-
publisher agent. Don't have one. My Goodreads authors page is correct. Below, select all or deselect. So I'm going to select this.
Yeah, that's right. And then you'll
List
just
in-
submit the application when you're done. But if you have, it says list any books on Goodreads you've authored that are not included on this page. So if there's anything missing, but this is your debut book, right? So I think you're good to go. Just fill in those few more
And
things.
then
Submit.
how will I have access to that? How
So
do
right now, this will give you the opportunity to submit your application as the author. They need to review it, then they will approve you. And then once that's done, your author page, you'll have a lot of access to be able to post things like frequently asked questions and all kinds of things. You'll have your author page all set. So this is like the last step.
Thank you. You don't know how many hours I have tried to get this far. And it was like, I can't get there from here.
Yeah, you're really close. So, and it is a bit like trying to find that, is this you? Let us know. But that took me hours. So don't feel bad. And now that you're in a good shape, I think you'll
my official, I can do this.
Good. Good. You're good. Awesome. All right. So let's see if we have any other questions here on YouTube. Whoops.
I'm going to get busy doing this so that I can get on
Yeah,
the
no
6
worries.
o'clock as well.
No worries. So let's see. I am not seeing any questions. So if you are watching me on YouTube and you have a self-publishing question, please go ahead and post it there. You can also feel free to join here. And while we're waiting, Michael, how are you? Do you have anything that you'd like to share with us today?
Hey, I'm doing good. I do have a question.
Okay.
I'm trying to format my book myself,
Okay.
and I saw on one video to where if you're making a 32-page book, that Amazon and KDP actually wants to use that last page but for itself.
Yes.
So can you put anything on that page, or does it need to be
Nothing.
completely blank?
It has to be completely blank. If you put anything on it, what Amazon will do is if they don't have a blank page to post their, and same thing with Ingram, if they don't have a place to put a blank page to put their stamp of the printer, then they add 4 pages. So 2 full
Okay.
loose leaves, and then they'll stamp it on the 4th. So you end up with a bunch of empty pages at the end. If that's what you want, that's fine. But I would try, if you're like, I really need 32 pages, think about maybe adding a few more so that you go to 35.
Yeah, my last page was just going to be a very simple call to action page, and I could just drop it and put it somewhere else, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. There's usually a way of being able to maybe redesign something to have that stand out elsewhere. Would you like
Right.
to do, just show us what you've got, and maybe we can get some interest here and see, you know.
I'll
get
do
all-
my best. I don't know how much bandwidth I have. Let's
Oh,
see.
okay. Or if you want to
Um,
email, if you wanted to forward it to me by email, I'm happy to share for you. Completely up to you.
Let me try to share. Let's see
Okay.
if it works.
Oops.
Mary Alice, what are you oopsing about? Did you
Wait,
zig
wait.
when you should have zagged?
Okay, well, now I can't. I'll wait till after a screen share, but I'm getting there. I
Okay.
go to my
okay.
website and copy and paste, and Amazon and copy and paste, and you know,
Good.
it's like a walk through the woods and you hope you get out.
I know. All right. Let me just
Oh,
see
that's
where
a
my
sweet book,
share.
Michael.
Oh,
Do
I
you
know.
see it?
I'm looking, but Mary Alice says she sees it. Oh, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why
Okay.
Zoom doesn't put it in front when people are sharing. It's like sends it behind all my windows. There we go. I see it. Nice. Oh.
So I have 32 pages.
hmm
This is the first one and the first inside cover, my title page,
hmm
copyright page. I'll do 3 different copyright pages and just change out the ISBN.
Actually, don't bother with that. Just put the other ISBNs on it as well. And plus,
I have those down
aren't
here.
all of your ISBNs should be in the CIP block, so you should be
Yeah.
good. You don't have to do 3 different ones.
I have them right there.
Okay.
Okay. Dedication page.
Oh,
So cute. Oh my gosh, beautiful. And for those of you that might not know, a lot of what Michael's been working on is generating things through AI, but he also is working on a separate version with an
Yeah.
illustrator. So which one of is
This
this
is-
some of your AI generated stuff?
No, this is all Illustrator stuff.
Okay.
But
It's
yeah,
so hyper realistic
yeah, a lot of it was taken from real photos.
photos, of course. Yeah.
And you can see he did draw some of it, you know, that isn't as detailed
Right.
as the other stuff.
hmm
But yeah, she's
Aw.
upset. I have to leave.
So share the title of your book again, so others understand.
Daddy.
Oh, it's When Daddy Goes to Work.
When Daddy Goes to Work. That
Offshore oil and
that
gas.
copyright page looks really busy. I would shrink the size of things
Mm.
like CIP block so that it doesn't
Okay.
take up quite so much space, because
Like,
that's, and then
I
the
don't even know how is this really needed down here?
yes, yes.
Okay.
So, but you can make it smaller.
Okay. Yeah, it is very busy,
Hmm.
but I can definitely make it smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did this myself
Good.
because I really just crammed everything in there, not knowing what I actually needed.
Right.
But yeah, everything looks, I think it
Beautiful.
formatted well. Everything is pretty much aligned how it should be. I'm
Like,
using InDesign.
nice. Now, are you
That's
also,
my cover right there.
oh, nice. Are you also going to be exporting the files in, like, are you doing KDP and Ingram, or are you doing offset print?
Just KDP and Ingram. Just print on demand stuff.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Just for right now.
If you have any trouble with the format of the files when you're in InDesign and you're having trouble with them being accepted, you can always log into Praise's session. Our design,
Yes.
for those that don't know, I have a designer that has an open office hours on Fridays. So my mastermind members are able to log in and ask any questions and get help with any formatting issues they have. All right.
And
This,
I would have done that, but I'm busy at that time.
okay.
Just trying to do what
Michael,
I
I
can.
would like to comment that I was a nanny and worked for different families, and you've brought out in me the emotion of how hard it was for parents to leave. You've brought that out very well.
Thank you.
Very well said. I think you are absolutely right. And there's a
Thank
lot
you
of
very much.
diversity. I love the diversity in the book. I love the
Yeah.
emotions that you captured with your daughter and saying goodbye, and the highlight to, blue collar workers and what they
Yeah. And
valuing the blue collar workers, especially those that have to leave and go away for long periods of time, whether that be military.
yes.
This.
Oh, you've captured the emotion so well.
Mm,
This was an actual picture that she and I took, and he drew this from the picture. So
beautiful.
I think it really looks like her.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
The
Yeah, a
other
lot of these were
the other
from-
gentleman I introduced you to that has stuff going on in the oil field contacted me again, and we're going to be doing some publishing for him. I'm not sure if anything came of that for you, but he's just starting to
Oh yeah, we talked.
reboot that. Okay, good.
Yeah. This is the page I'm talking about. I can just lose this on page
Yeah.
32. Yeah.
Well, let me see. Can you go up a little bit here? Are you doing anything with about the author or anything like that?
No, I don't really have that. I have a dedication page.
Yeah. So
my copyright
I would
page.
recommend adding about the author, maybe about the author illustrator, add the call to action page with some sort of a freebie or something that's going to drive them to
Okay.
go get something so that you can build your email list, and that'll take you to the 35 pages, and that
Right.
way 36 will be blank. Let it breathe. Don't try to squish it too much or end it too abruptly without taking advantage of the marketing that you could have if you added a couple more pages to your story.
Yeah. I wanted to fit it in 32, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal to have.
Yeah,
more.
36 is absolutely fine. Not a problem at all.
Okay.
It might even give you an extra page to, discussion ideas, to talk with your child who's, with separation anxiety, or when you have to go away for a while. And maybe that's something you can have a few key ideas, and then say for more and other information, go to my website and download more. I just think
That's
it's
a
going to
good
really
idea.
connect. It's going to really connect with your target audience if you give it a little bit more room. And they're going to want to know about the author and the illustrator who produced this book because it is so special. You can do it
Okay.
on one page. You can have about the author on the top, about the illustrator on the bottom, or you can let it breathe and give them each one page, more information on where you can get in touch, a website name, stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, looks beautiful, Michael. Very nicely
Thank you.
done. Very, very nicely done.
Thank you very much.
So I'm going to stop my, well, first, before I do, when is your pre-order launching for the book so that we can let others know?
I don't know. Now I need to add more pages.
Okay. Well, but don't forget, a pre-order, you can go live with just a front cover and pre-order for the ebook. Get
Right.
that because it's not going to be long for you to fix the pre-order, add a couple of pages of what we're talking about. And you can have that pre-order go for a couple of weeks before your actual book is ready to launch.
I'm wondering about the pre-order. So you've said before that you don't get all of those sales at one time.
No,
So
kind of stretches along. So what happens, other platforms do like put it all together and drop them on day one, but not Amazon.
okay.
But with
'Cause
that
I think
benefit of that is that when you're getting these sales, it's counting them so that you can get number one new release within a matter of a couple of days.
okay.
Mhm.
There's one, especially for the Kindle ebook. I only need, according to Publisher Rocket, I only need one sale to hit number one in one
Yeah.
of the categories.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. So this is not going to be difficult for you to get number one. And you can put the book on pre-order and just start using that for some of your marketing activity to just start generating interest, letting people know it's available. And then you can release the print books a couple of weeks later.
okay.
Yep, you got plenty of time.
Yeah. All right. That's what I'm going to be working on.
I'm going to stop the live stream. So for those of you watching on,
Can I ask one question? I'm
Yeah,
down to the last question where it says, I think it's optional, list any books on Goodreads that you've authored. Well, I haven't. So I
Okay.
don't need to include any ISB. Okay, I'm done. Submit application.
good.
Okay,
Right.
14 hours. Please complete the entire form. Okay, I'll do it.
It's been nice hanging out with you guys. I'm going to stop the live stream on YouTube. So for those of you that are with us on YouTube, have a wonderful 4th of July. If you are US based, and I'm having a nice long weekend, so I'm going to cut the day a little bit short today and go hang out and get some baby cuddles with Lana. So I hope you have a wonderful day and come back again next week. We'll be here Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern.